Hello, this is Chris from Just Me, Chris Nicole. Alright, here for a short video. I was reading a poem of mine that I had written last year, and this morning when I was getting ready for work, and I just felt led, I felt like in my heart that it was something I wanted to share again. I wanted to share with the YouTube world and share, I felt like it could help somebody. And I felt like it was also a good follow-up to yesterday's topic about embracing your inner beauty and just learning the lessons from embracing your inner beauty and learning the journey of embracing your inner beauty and trusting who you are inside and trusting and seeing that visual of you inside, just with that glow from your inside out just coming out, and seeing how that affects other people around you and how it makes them happy and makes them positive, and how it just can change your whole outlook and change everything about you, really. I guess you can say that. So I wrote this poem called I Forgive Myself. I wrote it last year when I was really kind of going through a tough time, and I had to learn to forgive. And I'm being very real right now. I had to learn to forgive me for things, because one of my things was I always was trying to be perfect. I was always trying to be I was always trying to do everything and from a perfect perspective. And I had to learn to forgive myself that I couldn't be perfect at everything all the time. And that's why now I don't strive to be perfect. I strive to be the best me that I can be. But I don't strive to have to be perfect at everything that I do. Because everything's a learning lesson. Everything has a journey with it. Everything has a process with it. And we have to trust the journey. We have to trust the process. So when I wrote this poem, I was going through a lot of different things. So a lot of different emotions going on. But I will say that it was maybe like early spring. And when I wrote this poem, I was going through a lot of different things. But as I was writing it, I could see the freeing of myself as I was forgiving everything that was negative, that I felt was negative inside of me. I felt it was just shedding off of me. So here it goes. I hope it helps somebody. So here we go. I forgive myself for allowing my past to live in my present. I forgive myself for criticizing my actions and thinking I'm not good enough. I forgive myself for not being confident in who I am and who God made me to be. I forgive myself for not loving myself and accepting who I am. I forgive myself for not remembering that I have value and that my value is just as important as anyone else. I forgive myself for allowing others' actions and words to guide my life choices. I forgive myself for holding unforgiveness in my heart. I forgive myself for always thinking that I can only count on myself and not allow others to help. I forgive myself for holding on to tragedies in my life and allowing the past to have a hold on me. I forgive myself for allowing worry to take over my mind and create its images. I forgive myself for forgetting my purpose and direction. I forgive myself for not remembering that each day is not promised, but it should be cherished and lived to the fullest. I forgive myself for hiding my heart behind walls and mistrust. I forgive myself for forgetting about me and pushing my needs to the side while trying to be perfect for others. I found her again. This time I will not let her go. With all my walls broken down and an open heart on my sleeve, I will walk in forgiveness each day. When I wrote that, like I said, I was going through a lot. I'm not going to get into the whole story, but to be truthful and honest, I will say that I had to break down, at that moment in time, I had to break down my walls of not being open and trust. Because trust was like my biggest thing. I wasn't always very trusting. Not all the time. And it's one of those things I had to learn how to not just trust to a degree, but to trust, to fully trust, to really allow trust into my life. And I even still learn that today. Like today, one of my lessons today was about embracing trust. And today I got the lesson, I was able to visualize trust. And I was able to see it through a visual. And it was through a simple story I heard today. But I was able to see it through a visual. And for me, and to feel it, and for me to feel that inner trust, like to feel that energy of that trust within me, I could actually feel it and visualize it and could see where, wow, all this going from last year to right now, I can see where that spiritual transformation really opened me up to feel that and to visualize that. So I say, if whatever your issue might be, whatever the issue that you feel like you need to forgive yourself for, forgive yourself, because it is well worth it. It is well worth to learn the lessons of it. It's well worth to just be your authentic self and to be your best you, because you never know how your light is going to impact someone, how your light is going to help someone, how your light is just going to be a blessing to them. You never know how your light is going to change their life. You never know when you shine your light that day where it's going to go, which path it's going to go on. You never know. You never know who you're going to talk to. You never know, meaning like you never know who you're going to come across when you're walking down the street, and maybe someone just needs help, maybe someone just needs an ear. You never know. So I say that trust, forgive yourself, embrace your inner beauty, and just let your light shine. Let it out. Don't keep it in a box. Let it out the box and let it be free, and let it run free, and let it shine its light, so that way it can aid others and others can aid you. Trust others that are around you, others that you align with in your energy, others that you align with in your energy. Trust them. Open up your heart and just be, and just flow like water. Anyway, that's all I got. I've been on here too long. This is supposed to be really short, so I'm gonna end this with saying I will see you next week with something new. I don't think it's going to be anything this week, but I don't really know how my energy is going to flow, so it could be something. You have an amazing evening, and I will talk to you guys all next week. All right, thanks for listening.